On, we need to know the importance of operators in a C programming language. The operators make the C programming language very useful. C supports a rich set of built-in operators. An operator in C is a symbol that tells the computer to perform certain mathematical or logical manipulations involved in a program. Operators are used to manipulate data and variables. They usually form a part of a mathematical or logical expressions. C language includes various types of operators. We basically study 8 types of operators that we often use in programming language. The first one includes arithmetic operators. The various functions that can be performed are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus in C program. Next is assignment operator. These are used to assign a value for an expression to another variable. And next, it is bitwise operator. This bitwise operator, it's used to convert a decimal value into a binary value. Next, we have logical operator. These are usually used with conditional statements. And next, we move to relational operators. These are used to determine the relationship of one quantity to another using various symbols. Next, we study about conditional operator. It is also known as ternary operator. It uses the operator symbol, question mark, and a colon. It has a syntax which has to be followed in a program. Next, we study about increment and decrement operators. Increment operators are used to increase the value of the variable by 1, and decrement operators are used to decrease the value of the variable by 1 in C program. Lastly, we have special operators in C language. These offers with 4 different operators again. Pointer, used to point a variable. Address, that is used to give the address of a variable. Comma, that is used to link the related expressions. And size of, this variable gives the size of the variable. Using all these operators, we perform various logical and mathematical expressions and functions in a C program. All these operators have their own specifications to be used in a C program while programming. Now, we will move on to the most important concept in C programming language, that is data types. C language is rich in its data types. Storage representations and machine instructions to handle constants differ from machine to machine. There are a variety of data types available for the programmer to select the type appropriate to the needs of application as well as the machine. A data type refers to the system used for variables or functions of different data types before its use. The type of a variable determines how much space it occupies in storage and how much bit pattern to be stored it is interpreted. The C language has 4 basic built-in data types. The first one is int, second float, third double, 4 char. Each data type has its own properties, its own specifications and storage to be used in a C program. When we consider the data types to be used in a C program, we have to keep certain limitations in our mind before we use. We will have in depth a study about the data types. Firstly, let us take up int, the first basic built-in data type. A variable declared to be of type int can be used to contain integer values. Only that is, the values do not contain any decimal places. Int data type occupies 1 word of storage, and since the word sizes of machines vary from the size of an integer that can be stored depends on the computer. In order to provide some control over the range of numbers and storage, we have an integer storage, namely shortint, int, and longint in both signed and unsigned forms. These types so that they can be organized from the smallest to the largest. And the byte specification of the int data type is 2 bytes. Now let us study about the next data type, that is float. A variable to be declared of type float can be used for storing floating point numbers. That is, these values contain decimal places. The keyword float is used to declare the data types as a variable. Float is quite similar to the double data type. The byte specification for the float data type is 4 bytes. Giving an example to float using the float keyword, it goes with float length is equals to 56.25. Float is the only data type that has no unsigned or signed identifiers or qualifiers. Hence, we use float often. Let us extend our study with the next data type, that is double. The double type is the same as type float, only with roughly twice the precision. We may further use long double, which uses separate byte specifications. To know about the double byte specifications, the double data type has 8 byte specification and the long double has 10 byte specification. These two specifications can be used in various programs. When it is necessary, we can use double, and when it is necessary, we can use long double. Further, let us move to study about the char data type. The char data type can be used to store a single character and stores only character type values. No symbol or no digits are allowed. The char data type does not support any numbers or digits. Moving on, let us know about the byte specifications in char. Char as a signed char, it uses 1 byte specification, and char as an unsigned char, this also uses 1 byte specification. So either char is signed or unsigned, it only uses 1 byte specification. So if we declare a char data type, it goes with char gender is equals to single apostrophes open closed, inside we give m. So it declares that always a character data type should be closed and open with a single apostrophe. Next, let us know about the void data type. The void data type has no values. This is usually used to specify the type of functions. The type of function is said to be void when it does not have any written value to the calling function. This is usually used to specify the type of functions that does not return any value. It can also play the role of a generic type, meaning that it can represent any of the other standard types. Therefore, whenever we use void in our programs, it just returns that no value is going to get returned to the calling function. It goes with the basic meaning that void tells it is null or empty. Even the general meaning in a program is that the void type has no values. Here we end the learning of Introduction to C language. We studied history of C, data types, operators, and C tokens. So here, this has all the information that needs to be known by a programmer to program in a C language. Thank you.